In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of sex in your relationship. So we're going to talk about how important is having sex with your partner and how many times you should be having sex with him. Now, why I want to talk about this is pretty simple. First of all, subscribe to the channel, just follow me, whatever. This is Federico. Okay. So, sex has to be given and has to be present in the right way. By that, I mean that when you have sex with a man, it doesn't have to be always. There's one simple thing that has to be taken into account when you're dating a guy. That you don't always have to have sex with him. You can actually release your sexuality in different situations and in different positions, obviously, but in different times, okay? So you can actually divide the sexuality with a man in 4 parts. This is something that I always tell my clients and that actually helps them out a lot. So by doing this, I mean that you can actually divide sex in 4 parts, like petting, oral sex, and normal sex, and you doing oral sex with him and vice versa. So that's 4 types of giving sexuality to a man, and that's 4 ways, okay? And you can use these 4 ways in order to basically create a mixture of availability for sexuality. By doing this, you're going to be creating an unpredictability for whether you're going to be available for sex or not. So your boyfriend, your guy, the guy you're actually dating, is probably going to have some kind of a mystery about the idea of that he could be having sex with you or maybe not. Sorry, but I'm trying to fix my head. My head actually, it's probably, my beating is being pretty boring today. So by doing this, you will be telling your guy that you're probably going to be available sexually, but not completely. And you could give him oral sex, that will work. He could give you oral sex, and then it ends there without the penetration, so without completing the sexuality. Why am I suggesting you this? Because sex is really important, but it's actually important more than sex. Is really, really important to being able to divide the sexuality and to make it unpredictable. If a man knows he's gonna have sex with you, that means he will always know when to have sex with you, and that will lower the libido. In order to keep the libido high with a man, you have to keep the libido unpredictable. Okay? So higher libido means higher unpredictability. If you want a man to be excited when he sees you, you want him to jump on you, you want him to be excited, and he always wants to have sex with you, and he always wants to desire you, then you have to keep the mystery. But the mystery is not only when you are dating a guy and not telling him things, not revealing your secrets and things like that, and slowly telling him things about your life. It's also about not knowing if he's gonna end up having a complete sexual rapport with you or not. Maybe you're just going to do petting, maybe you 2 guys are just gonna have 2 kisses, and that will be fine. That contributes to creating more mystery, and that's going to happen in every single date. So for every date you have with a guy, there's gonna be 1 date when you're going to have sex normally, 1 date when he's gonna give you oral sex, 1 date when it's gonna be vice versa, 1 date when it's gonna be only petting, so you're just gonna end up kissing him. This allows you to basically create a sense of mystery around the idea of, oh, God knows if we're gonna have sex. I really hope we're gonna have sex. That's what you want what you want him to be thinking about. He has to be thinking about constantly the idea of, well, I really hope I'm gonna have sex with her. Well, I hope I'm gonna have sex. I hope I'm gonna have sex. I hope it's gonna be fine. I hope it's gonna be fine. I hope she will be available tonight. Oh my God, I don't know. So this allows you to create that sense, that urge of, oh, I really desire her. And she's not like all the other women or like all the other girls. So you're not going to be like all the other girls, right? Because you're going to be available at different times, at different dates, and God knows if you will be available for a normal sex, for just petting because you don't want to go too far, or maybe just for oral sex. And maybe he will do it to you and you will do it to him. And that's the way you divide the sex. So that's the right order to use the ratio, okay? The sexual ratio, I call it like that. Use the sexual ratio so that you can basically show a guy that you're not obviously you want to be given for, you don't want to be discounted as a woman. You don't want to be given for guaranteed, of course, and that allows you to keep the libido really, really high. So this is why sex is important, but it's also way more important to use sex as I told you right now. So to use the right ratio in order to create the right attraction and to keep the libido really, really high. So subscribe to the channel. See you in the next.